Executive Secretary Jim Harker rethought his interview about the National Information Database and decided to change his working style from a politician who played Tai Chi to a minister who did practical things. So Jim asked Permanent Secretary Humphrey to reformulate a policy on national information. First, every citizen has the right to check his own files. Second, any unauthorized access to private files is illegal. Humphrey initially refused this request. He shirked the request by saying that the new cabinet government had just been established and had a lot of work to do. But soon he changed his strategy and said that this request would be implemented immediately. However, the process of this policy had to go from the cabinet to the ministerial committee to the official committee and finally back to the cabinet. He thought he could confuse Jim, but he was caught.
Legislation isn't necessary for a citizen to see his own files, is it?
No.
Then will we start with that?
Jim meant that since legislation was difficult, he should start changing from where legislation was not needed. Humphrey was speechless, and Jim won the first round. And he also thought that since the database took several years to prepare, didn't the previous ministers discuss these issues? Humphrey suddenly becomes silent. Humphrey's tight-lipped approach caused Jim's progress bar on legislation to remain perfectly at 0%. And to make matters worse, because Jim's last interview caused controversy, another TV station also asked him to be interviewed. Even if he didn't go, it would be broadcasted and he would be criticized mercilessly.